In Los Angeles, that police officer punched a man handcuffed to a stretcher. The officers "don't do that again" referred to the carjacking suspect spitting on cops. The LAPD has now suspended this officer pending an investigation. The incident began when the suspect allegedly stole that vehicle, crashed, and tried to run from the scene. Officers from the LAPD, with backup from the San Fernando Police Department, made the arrest. The suspect, however, continued to taunt police. Even on the gurney, the abusive language and taunts kept coming.
Don't do that shit again with any officer.
After the officer who punched him was led away, other police placed a spit mask on the suspect. They took him, under arrest, to a local hospital. Reaction to the entirety of this video has been mixed. Hello everybody, I'm David Shuster and thanks for joining us. Witnesses say the suspect's behavior was over the top and that by spitting on police he was asking to get smacked. Well, I think we can agree that the alleged carjacker's actions were disgusting. However, under our system of justice, none of us, including police, are entitled to mete out our own form of punishment. Law enforcement officers, even when insulted and spit upon during a pandemic, still have to keep their cool. And if they cannot control themselves and they actually punch somebody in the face who has been handcuffed, that cop should not be on the force. Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore issued this statement, quote, "The images in the video are deeply disturbing, and while we must wait for the investigation to be completed, the department will act swiftly in any instance of excessive or unnecessary force." The chief is right. The officer's reaction was excessive and unnecessary. Now, I get the emotions, and we should all be able to appreciate the anger of these cops and even their desire to beat the hell out of some thug who throws around the N-word and endangers police. And if somebody spit on me, I'm sure I would also want to punch that jackass in the face. However, wanting to do something and actually doing it is a line that cannot be crossed. None of us are entitled to act on our own emotions. In this case, the police could have added additional charges for the suspect's behavior on that gurney. Under California's Penal Code, Section 241, spitting in the face of an officer is assault, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a fine of up to $2,000. In other words, the police could have added that charge to the others related to the carjacking. But now, the police in Los Angeles have another public relations problem for their department. Kudos to the officer who led this particular cop away from the scene. Kudos also to the police chief, who quickly recognized the cop's behavior was wrong. Not all police officers are rotten apples, but any officer who takes matters into his or her own hands makes the entire profession stink. Cleaning it up starts with accountability, and hopefully that will come soon.